The first thing Denton really understood about dying was that it occurred in incredibly specific ways. The second thing he understood was that he wasn't dead yet. Ash full city burned in the distance. A half-collapsed metropolis devoured by rolling waves of red ash. The atmosphere itself felt sick like the sky had fever. Every breath stabbed at his lungs, as if the air carried microscopic blades. Ember had said the sensation translation into real worlds ran at 63% real intensity. Denton was starting to suspect it was closer to 100%. He wiped blood from his lip and tried to ignore the dip. White clicking coming from the ruins behind him. Click dot click dash click dot CRKKK dot the infected behind him. 6 minutes into his first mission. 6 minutes. He was going to die before finishing a single objective. He muttered to himself, "This is why people stay in cells. No one ever tries to eat you in cells." Another quick echoed closer. Denton bolted. His boots skidded across cracked asphalt, slipping on gravel and melted street sides. He sprinted past a row of burned-out vehicles twisted into grotesque shapes. A toppled monorail column leaned across the boulevard like a dead titan. A warning flickered across his HUD. Movement detected. Hostile. Distance. 37 meters gives 28 meters gives 19 meters. Too close. Too close. The clicking crescendoed. Denton turned the corner straight into a collapsed transit bridge. Concrete slabs blocked the entire road, no gaps big enough to squeeze through. Perfect, he muttered. Absolutely perfect. He spun around just as a pale shape slithered into view. It crawled along the side of a shattered bus, its elongated spine bending with insect-like flexibility. Patches of skin hung from its limbs like wet paper, revealing veins pulsing with a black-green luminescence. Its eyes if those pulsing sockets could be cold eyes locked onto him. The creature shrieked. Denton screamed back mostly out of instinct, partially out of self-loathing, and sprinted toward the nearest opening, a subway stairwell choked with swirling ash. He plunged in headfirst, though the creature thundered down after him. Denton flew down the stairs, half running, half falling, his hand slamming into the metal rail to keep himself upright. His heartbeat roared in his ears. The air below was humid and sour, like a tomb that had been opened too many times. He hit the station platform and turned sharply. The clicking stopped. A quiet, unnerving silence settled. Denton whispered, "Where the hell did it?" A bullet dropped from the ceiling. The infected creature hung upside down by bone hooks protruding from its hands and feet, its jaw unhinged with a weak crack. Denton stumbled backward, preparing for death there a violet being ripped through the darkness. The creature's head detonated in a burst of glowing ash. The body plummeted to the floor, twitching. Denton froze. Footsteps echoed behind him, steady, confident, completely fearless. He turned. A girl, maybe 20, tall, lean, efficient in movement, stood with a smoking energy carbine balanced on her shoulder. Her hair was tied back with a strip of cloth. Her gear scavenged from resistance plates. Ash streaked her cheeks, thought her eyes were sharper than the weapon she carried. She didn't smile. "You knew," she said, thought her voice was low. "Control." Denton swallowed. "That's one way to put it. You're not local." She stepped closer, evaluating him like a puzzle that annoyed her. "You have no accent. Your stance is wrong. And you're alive, which is statistically unlikely. I'd love to keep it that way." She didn't put her gun down. "Who sent you?" Ember, Denton admitted. "Field operations." Her expression darkened immediately. "Then you're already there." Denton blinked. "I feel like you're skipping a lot of explanation." "No," she said. "You're skipping experience." She turned, motioning for him to follow. Denton hesitated. "Thanks for saving me, Doc, really. I appreciate." "I didn't save you." She didn't even bother looking at him. He eliminated a noise hazard. Although cool dog, my self-esteem appreciates the clarification. "Good," she said. "You need humor when you're breathing ablation." Her name, he soon learned, was Myra. She led him down a side corridor of the subway system. The walls scorched with plasma burns. Bodies old. Long decayed lay slumped near turnstiles. Some had helmets. Some had no heads left at all. A massive flicker in Denton's HUD environmental scan. I heard someone named Eli's heart. Ash full city mortality timeline. 72 hours until total collapse. Denton exhaled shakily. "Hey, Myra," he said softly. "Before we keep going, have you eat?" The admitter stopped, out her breath caught in surprise, in recognition, in something like fear. "What is alive?" Her voice trembled slightly. The first fracture in a stoic exterior. I think so, Denton said. He smiled a sign client. Her jaw tightened. Elias half-built Sector 12 stabilizer core. The infected can't meet at nears. If he dies, the entire city falls. Then we should get moving, Denton said. 6-hour timer my HUD. 6 hours. Myra's eyes widened. They're giving you a short run, that clock. Amber wants to see how you break. Denton scowled. I'm not planning to break. She lifted an eyebrow. Everyone breaks. The question is what's left afterward. As they advanced deeper into the tunnels, the world darkened. The subway lights flickered violently. Echoes whispered from cracks in the walls like voices carried through the concrete. The city is collapsing, Myra murmured. The infected grew from the fissure. That's why Amber came here. I thought Amber said wheels, Denton sighed. When she turned to face him, her eyes were cold. No, she said. Amber says people guard very specific people. They don't care about worlds. I'm not sure I understand. You will. Before he could question her further, the ground trembled. A distant roar shuddered through the tunnels. Not a screecher, not uninfected, something bigger. Myra grabbed his arm. Double quotes more. The tremor woke the Myra feeder. That sounds bad. It is. They ran. They reached an abandoned maintenance hallway illuminated only by flickering emergency lights. The exposed pipes overhead dripped by condensation. Myra stopped at a reinforced side door. We sheltered here, she said. The feeder can't squeeze through the frame. She pried it open, ushered Denton inside, then sealed it with a metal bar. Catch your breath, she sighed. You're about to need it. What do you mean? Then he froze. Myra had drawn a knife, and she was pointing it at him. Denton raised both hands. Vol Myra, what are you? This is your first fight, she said calmly. Your first real one. You already almost died. That wasn't a fight. That was LARP. You need to survive the next 6 hours. Enjoy, look like candy doll, it's gone already. Denton tried to back up, but the room was small, barely larger than a storage chamber. Myra approached. This world has rules, she said. Combat rules, pain rules. Amber expects you to learn them by bleeding. I'm giving you the gentler version. She threw the knife dart at his feet. Denton stared. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? Live, Myra said. Then she crossed the room, grabbed a rusted metal locker, and tipped it open. Inside lay something horrifying. A half-melted, half-dormant, infected carcass, its limbs fused to the metal. Its skull partially caved in, breathing irregularly. Denton's voice cracked. You gotta be kidding me. They sprinted through the fire exit, ascending a steep maintenance ladder into another transit chamber. Lights flickered over a row of shuttered ticket kiosks. Vines black and pulsing crept along the floor like veins. Myra slowed near a partially collapsed security office. Height's last signal came from Sector 12 Shield Corridor. Its 2 districts over dot we need to cross the surface. Denton's stomach dropped. The surface is full of those things. Yes, sir, Myra said. So we use the tunnels. She shook her head. The tunnels are collapsing. The city core is destabilizing faster than expected. Someone tampered with the fissure. Denton frowned. Someone? Ember, Myra said coldly. Who else? Before he could process that, a thunderous roar shook the ceiling. Metal beams warped, concrete cracked. Myra grabbed his arm. It's here, she whispered. Denton's HUD pinged wildly, warning by a foreign class unknown descriptive tag. Feeder engagement probability 0%. That is not comforting, Denton hissed. It is accurate. A massive shallow ripple overhead visible through cracks in the concrete. Something with too many limbs, not too many joints, and a mouth that stretched farther than anatomy allowed. The narrow feeder sniffed the air. So what do we do? Denton whispered. Stay silent, Myra said. Silent like not breathing, or silent like. The feeder roared. Okay, shutting up now. The roof vibrated the walls so violently that dust erupted into clouds. Heads burst overhead, spraying black water. Beneath their feet, the ground trembled as the thing soared away inside. Myra pushed Denton behind the support beam. You survived this, she whispered, and I'll tell you everything about Ember. You promise. Don't make promises in dying cities, she muttered. It jinxes things. The feeder screamed again. A long, shrill, bone deep sound. Then silence. Complete. Terrifying silence. Myra exhaled. It is moving away. That's good. Right? It's worse, she said. It means something else called attention. A new tremor shook the transit chamber. Myra cursed. That's the shield core told its destabilizing. Heart is running out of time. Denton tightened his grip on the bloodstained knife. Then let's go. Myra looked at him assessing, poking at him. You killed something today, she said. Really? So that means you're not dead weight anymore. Thanks, Denton said, I think. She grabbed her rifle. Stay close. Use your fear. Don't let it use you. They moved toward the emergency exit at the far end of the station. Behind them, the marrow feeder rolled again closer this time. Denton's HUD flickered. Client status, critical. Elias heart life sense, unstable. Time remaining, 4点32分16秒. Myra met his eyes. This city will eat you alive if you let it, she said. Denton steadied his breath. Then I won't let it. Together, they stepped into the burning world above, and the ash-full city welcomed them with fire.